Are Nurglings any good? Okay, I'm not here as a salesman, although I might sound like one. This is a unit people will agree is objectively bad. I'm here to talk about how this unit can be a necessary evil and how to make the most out of it. Also, some of you twisted creatures think they are adorable, so there's that. Please like, subscribe, comment, and consider contributing heavily sterilized offerings to my Ko-Fi shrine. Grandfather thanks you. Nurglings are recruited for 350 base, and I say base because in a Kurgath campaign, you will never ever see this because it's all summoning, so all global recruitment, even in your own provinces. However, upkeep cost is calculated from the base, so Nurglings cost only 88 upkeep by default. They also come into this moral plane with 60 entities on Ultra. No, that's not a typo. They have 8,400 health spread between them, which gives them 140 health per entity. I want to note that the fewer entities in a unit, and the higher their per entity HP, the more resistant they are to spells, including your spells. So right away, consider nuking a blob of Nurglings intertwined with your enemies over worse alternatives from more valuable units. I'm saying it now so that you hear, early in this video, a positive to using this unit. Nurglings receive 0 armor. As demonic units, Nurglings have 20% physical resistance, though circumstances can affect that, as in weaken. Leadership is 50, which honestly isn't nearly as bad as a skeleton warrior unit. Speed is 34, which is actually fast in a faction renowned for slowness. Charge speed is listed as 48, as in their rolling tumbleweed animations. Melee attack is 24 base, with attacks being both magical attack and inflicting poison, and its attendant weakening effect on your foes. Attack interval is a bog standard 4, or is that swamp standard? They have splash listed as small, with a maximum of 1 target actually damaged. Melee defense is 24 default. Weapon strength is listed as 28, with 24 base and 4 armor piercing. Given that it's only 60 entities per unit, well, there's less hard-hitting things in the game, like zombies. Charge bonus is 14, which isn't crazy small, and mass is 125, which is very funny considering their entity size, but gives them a little more to work with on the charge. As demonic units, they vanish rather than rout. They cause fear, and they have Vanguard deployment, which enables some tactical variation with them. Furthermore, they have the Cloud of Flies passive, they have +9 to melee defense, raising their actual figure to 33. But basically you need to be in melee combat for 15 seconds to recharge the ability, if my wiki information is correct. So instantly disengaging will leave them short until they spend a few more seconds in melee in the future. It's probably not worth worrying about that much. Remember, they don't rout, they evaporate. In the Lord Redline skills, Nurglings fall under nauseating mutations, granting a maximum of +10% speed and +6% physical resistance, raising that value to 26 unless it's weakened somehow. Truly revolting rank 7 Nurglings benefit from virulent contagions, granting 10% more speed, +5 melee attack, and 15% missile resistance, which adds an impressive amount of clout to this humble unit. In the tech tree, Favorite Children adds +4 leadership and +10 armor for Nurgling units. Remember, they started with 0 armor. Tumorous Spirit grants Nurglings +10% casualty replenishment. You thought there was more? Nope, that's it. I grant you Kurgath has Nurgling-related love in his personal tree, but that's it for the tech tree. Now, how do you use Nurglings? Well, to be extremely blunt, you use them as expendable troops you don't mind dropping a magical bombardment on. Vanguard deployment might have uses, but they're not cavalry. The best use is no doubt as flanking infantry, preferably against a low-entity infantry unit. What does that describe? Archers. Given a choice between a melee infantry unit and a missile infantry unit, go after the missile infantry. I mean, Nurglings actually have decent speed on a roster known to lack it. Take advantage, especially of that charging speed. Aside from that, well, I wouldn't lightly try to cycle charge them, but at least it's easier to do that now. I think it's fairly simple. You want to use this as a cheap pinning unit for as long as it lasts, and only expend effort to purposely save a unit if you have a reason to do so. Beyond that, the low number of entities and the high health per entity means that this unit has astonishingly high synergy with healing through spellcasting. Provided they are not being utterly demolished, they work stupidly well with any spellcaster with a few pips in the magic line. That is pretty much it. I don't want to overplay this unit, but it is not literally worthless, provided you use the favor saved to get units that can actually kill the enemy. 8400 health is a lot, So if you can avoid having their morale broken, and they're immune to fear and terror, they will tarp it for you. Match them against trash opposition, and you can flank with your other units. Match your other units with trash opposition, and charge into the sides and back with Nurglings, and you should at least cause a bit of chaos. That's about all you can expect. If you have enough active in an army and win a battle with them, there's a chance to get a particular item dropping a particular item drop of a disgusting nature that further beats down the cost of recruit and upkeep by yet another 20%. Given you can get disgustingly large pools of summonable Nurglings, yes, pun completely intended, well, you can see how this gets completely out of control. Just remember, you'll still need something in your army to actually kill stuff. One last note of caution. Nurglings are treated as a small monster swarm, not as infantry. That is to say, they will not, they cannot, they absolutely never will climb walls. Summoner beware. Take care, and have fun watching their adorable anime. Wait, what's wrong with you? I'm just kidding. They are kind of funny, just in a completely wrong kind of way. Later.